Hello Leo, and welcome back to my channel to those of you who've been here before, and a big welcome to those of you who have come across to find out what it's all about. My name is Colette. I am an intuitive tarot reader with over 30 years experience, and this reading today is for you Leos, Sun, Moon, Venus and Rising. And if you don't know, and also cusp energy as well, sorry, I meant to say that too. If you don't know where those placements are, there will be a free natal link in the description box down below for you to go and check that out for yourselves, as you may know where your sun sign is, but you may not know which actual degree it is at in your sign itself, which always helps. It gives a bigger picture, a bigger understanding. If you understand where your sun is, your moon, your Venus, your rising, then you also can kind of relate it to the energy that's going on outside of your own birth chart as well, if you're interested in astrology. So if you are interested, there will be that free natal link. All you need is your time of birth, date of birth and your place of birth, and you'll be able to find out for yourselves, which gives you a greater understanding of the other signs as well. Basically it means that you can then go and check out your other readings that relate to, say, your rising sign or your moon sign, which will give you even more insight, shall we say, into what's happening in your life at this time. And also on other channels as well, so not just on my channel but on the other tarot channels that are out there as well. You can check out any of the other signs that they are putting out as well, and it just gives you more of a bigger picture, shall we say, of what is happening and why things may be happening the way they are happening in your life at this time. So the reading that I'm doing today for you Leo is a love reading, so specifically check out your Venus sign if you don't know where it is, and also watch the corresponding reading that goes along with that if I've already put it out, and if I haven't already put it out I will be putting them out. But there is a whole load of videos on my playlists that you could go and check out as well for anybody who is interested. Also for you cross watchers as well, as I was saying, this is going to be a reading for Leo if you're in a relationship with a Leo, if you're recently out of a relationship with a Leo, or you want to be in a relationship with a Leo, then these two decks of cards, this is the deck that I'm using for Leo, and this is the deck that I will be using for yourselves. Swap them over if it makes more sense to you. If the story resonates the other way around, then that's fine. Then just take it however it feels right for you. So as in all my readings, I start off with a overall kind of picture of what's happening. I choose one card, I separate all of one suit of cups from my tarot cards, and at the moment I'm using this particular deck, although this is going to change because my readings will change quite soon again as well. So at this moment I'm using the Good Tarot deck, and we have the Nine of Water here, or the Nine of Cups as it's known traditionally in the tarot. And this is the card of wish fulfillment. It's also a card of reunions for those who are looking for a reunion with somebody. There is a potential here for that to take place. In her hand, she's holding this key, which she's kind of gently holding to her in this kind of caressing, loving embrace, and it's kind of saying to me that somebody has the key, or you have the key either to somebody else's heart here, Leo, or this is the key to your heart that you're possibly wanting to give to somebody here, or somebody has given you the key to their heart and you're treasuring it, holding it very dear to you. At the bottom of this particular deck or the suit, we have the messenger of water as well, which translates as the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is all about romance, is all about wanting to find that person that he can connect with, that he can unlock the key to his heart with, and somebody who is willing to unlock the key to their heart as well. So there is this message possibly coming through for that at this time as well, with this messenger energy. Although the Knight of Cups can also be the kind of the true romantic, the knight who tends to worship from a distance rather than coming in too close, or for fear possibly as well of losing, particularly if you've been hurt in the past as well. But I'm not so much feeling that today. Actually, I was feeling more that this knight is about to step forward. Somebody is possibly about to step forward here and offer their heart, or the key to their heart here. Because interestingly enough, there's all these diamonds floating around in this image as well, but they're not really grabbing her attention at all. She's not really focused on them whatsoever. She's very much holding on to that key, this golden key, which seems to be implying that for her, you know, all these riches aren't as valuable as what she has here in her hand. So let's see what the rest of this reading is saying for you here, Leo. We're starting off with a very Leo energy, the Queen of Fire, who actually came out in your previous reading as well, your general read, which I've just finished doing and will be putting up. In your head space, this card was previously in your other reading. Now she's very much centre stage. She's very much at the heart of what is happening here. And she is an energy, when she's in reverse, she's an energy of feeling defeated in many ways, feeling that she's not being valued, that she has been undervalued. This may be how you're feeling at this time, Leo. She's usually a very charismatic, very magnetic energy. She's a visionary. She's somebody who tends to be able to draw things to her. She's like a personification of the law of attraction in many ways. She knows that she's very charismatic. She knows she's very beautiful. She knows that she can charm. She can be a real charmer. Very sensual or very sexual, very dynamic energy, hot, passionate, fiery energy, but it's in reverse. So it's kind of saying at this time that if this is your energy here, Leo, that you are kind of drawing that back, holding it in, maybe not going forward with this. And maybe you're feeling more that you need to go with your heart here rather than this fiery sexual passion. Because we have as your challenge the Seven of Wands over the top. So that's more fire energy here, more creative, driving energy. But the Seven is also about a need to, or a feeling like a need to protect yourself here. So maybe the challenge is also to come out of this energy. Maybe you have been protecting your energy for too long. Maybe you've been, because he's standing in front of a doorway as well, which kind of is half open. It kind of implies to me that he can Either that he's come through the door and he's kind of found himself face to face with all these challenges, or that he can kind of slip out through that door and not have to stand up for himself, because that's really what this card is about. It's about standing up for your beliefs in something, and the Queen of Wands is very passionate about her beliefs and her status and her she's Aries energy, she is Leo energy, your own energy, as well as being Sagittarius energy. So she does also tend to stand up for truth as well, for how she sees things. She doesn't tend to hold back. But here it feels like she is. It feels like there's a situation here where somebody has felt that they've had to justify themselves maybe about something, or they're feeling in an energy of not wanting to face up to a challenge here. Maybe they don't have the energy to face up to this challenge, or this questioning, or this just like having to justify themselves and their actions and why they do this and how, the reasoning behind who they are, what makes them tick. That kind of challenge. And there is also, if you look, he's also got this rod across him as well, this wand, so he is literally kind of standing there guarding himself here, and it does go across his heart here as well. So there may be a situation where you are kind of holding back, guarding your heart. Not wanting to step forward is also what's coming through here. Not wanting to step forward into a situation. Because in your head, and what you're aware is the Knight of Swords. And interestingly, this person that you have this energetic connection with, on the bottom of their deck of cards at this time, they also have the Knight of Swords. So that's what came out when I cut the deck, because I always cut the deck. I kind of hold them and meditate on them, and then they kind of automatically cut themselves, and whatever comes out I kind of take notice of. And so this Knight of Swords in reverse is also saying this feeling of holding something back, holding something in, not necessarily communicating everything that you're feeling at this time, or everything that's in your head, everything that you want to be saying. And there may be the same energy, but this person may be more open to that than you are at this time, Leo. You may feel that you're not in the right headspace, literally, in order to be able to communicate exactly what it is, exactly what your truth is at this time, which could also be what this is about as well. Holding back, keeping your guard up, not expressing your true feelings here. And how strongly you do actually feel about this situation as well. And how passionately you are drawn possibly to somebody in this situation. But we'll see what else comes out. You do also have the Knight of Wands. So we have two knights. In fact, we've got three knights if you include the Messenger of Water here as well. The only one that's missing at this time is the Knight of Pentacles. And so the Knight of Wands is in an energy of moving away. It's what you have been dealing with. It is this fiery, forward, dynamic energy. Searching, experiencing, looking for experience. possibly coming forward, like I was saying, with this it's like this is how you really feel, but you're not giving anything away, is how it's coming across here. Or the only way that you are actually responding to this situation is in a very kind of passionate sexual expression. Yeah, it's kind of how it's coming through, is that you're kind of whatever your truth is about this, you're not giving it away. That's how it's feeling. Like, this is the truth. This is how you really feel. This is how you really feel here. And this is what you really want to be doing, is expressing this energy. But you're not. You're holding back your truth. But it's like it's escaping anyway. It's like you can't hold it back. You can't ignore it. But it's coming out more as this fiery, sexually driven energy, rather than this more kind of loving, romantic energy, which is the truth behind it. But for some reason you're not willing to bring that into the equation somehow, is how it's coming through for me. That somebody is very passionate about something here, very passionate, very wanting to move forward with something in a very passionate, driven, fiery, full on, really kind of full on energy. Because it's very red. If you look at the colouring in this, it's all reds and oranges and yellows. It's all very base chakra energy here. Lower chakra energy. The red, the orange, the yellow, relating to the lower chakra, the sacral and the solar plexus. All very sexually orientated energy is what's coming through for me here. But at the same time, you've also got your guard up over it and about it. So there could be some confusion going on within this, because at the subconscious level here is this card of the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody feels as though this was not a balanced situation. You, quite likely, Leo, feel as though this wasn't balanced, that you put a lot more into this than the other person did, and that you got a lot less out of it than the other person did as well. There's just this sense of unfairness here, because it's in reverse. It's like it's all falling out, all falling down. There doesn't seem to be any, there's no equal give and take, there's no compromise, for whatever reason. And the energy that's moving in is this energy of the moon in reverse. So this is the subconscious realm, literally in reverse here. It implies to me, whenever the moon is upright, whenever I see the card for the tarot of the moon upright, then I read it as the full moon, because the emotions and the energy is very out there. It's very, like, again, full on. It's very, that's why, you know, at the time of the full moon, there's a lot of madness, full moon madness as it's known. But when I see it in reverse, I always see this as being a moon that is new rather than full. It's the moon that's gone into hiding. It's gone into self-reflection. It's gone into keeping things to itself, which for me is also this energy up here as well, of not revealing the truth and still being in this place of something that is not ready to be revealed. You're not ready to show this side of yourself yet, Leo. You're not ready to come out and express this or admit to this. So maybe you're just kind of maybe it is just wishful thinking at this time. Just kind of keeping it kind of ticking over somehow. It does feel like some kind of situation of something where you've again here. Yeah, well, you'll learn to value your own emotions and how important those are. Where, you know, like I was saying, all these diamonds here, all this, it's like it's just all, literally, it's just like bling. It's just like, you know, it could all be just false. It could all just be an illusion in a way, is how it's coming through for me today. But this is real. This has meaning to you. And this could, like I was saying, this could be the key to your own heart, which is how it's coming through for me, Leo, is that this is you kind of learning to value your own emotions and what they mean to you. And of course, this moon card is all about the emotions as well. And the cycles as well. Things aren't ready. You're not ready. You're still in that kind of place of staying in the dark, of keeping things under wraps, of not expressing, of kind of bringing things to a fruition in a way, but not ready to reveal it at this time. Even though there is still, it feels like there is still strong, passionate connection with this person that you have this energetic connection to. And an energetic connection doesn't necessarily have to be a one-to-one relationship. It can also be somebody you have a intellectual relationship with, say, or a supportive relationship, somebody who you have a strong bond with. But it often does come out as a love relationship. It often comes out as one-to-one relationships in these readings. So let's see how this other person... Page of Pentacles is the energy that they're at this time. So they are looking towards their future. They are looking to plant the seeds for their future. They are looking... It kind of feels as though they are aware of being on their own and that they have to look after themselves, nurture themselves, take care of themselves. The pages are an energy of learning as you go along. And he is holding this pentacle in his hand here. It's symbolic of that energy that we can add to, that can add to our life, that can fulfill us, that can satisfy us. It can be work, it can be the environment we live in, but it's about making something grow for us, making something become more than it already is. So that's what this is the energy that this person is in at this time. A learning energy as well, the pages, they're always learning. As they go, they are learning about themselves, learning about their environment, learning about how, like I was saying, how to look after themselves, care for themselves. It's a very what's the word I'm looking for? It could relate to a child as well, because it is a young energy. But I feel as though it's more about an energy of somebody learning about themselves here. Learning about their own needs, taking care of themselves and how they're going to do that in the future. It's a very fertile card. It's very green, so it also kind of relates to nature and the heart chakra as well, which is where the pentacle is kind of over the top of his heart chakra here. Also a kind of guarding energy as well, in a way. So maybe you're both guarding something here, you and this other person. Maybe you're both guarding your futures. From each other. Guarding your environment possibly as well. Kind of not letting each other in any further than either of you are happy with. There's too many cards, I don't want all of them. Just want one card to go over the top of this page. For this person's challenge, please. This person that Leo has an energetic connection with. Okay, they have the Three of Cups energy here. Now the Three of Cups for most people is seen, or can be seen, as a celebration of something, which is the challenging energy here. But there's also behind this card another message, which is it time to walk away from this? Is it time to still put your time and your energy and your effort into this? Or is it time to cut loose? Because it's that time, it comes after the Two, of course. This is the kind of, after the honeymoon period has finished, the initial attraction, like, you know, when the other person can do no wrong, it's like now this is the energy where you're starting to see and question, do I want to carry on with this connection? Do I want this person in my life? Are they right for me? Is their energy good for me? Do I want to celebrate this connection, this relationship? Because the Three for me also represents the third energy, being that actual relationship. Because the Two Cups here represent the Ace of Cups that each of person brings in to a relationship. And then the third cup for me is the actual relationship itself, which is like a separate energy here. Almost like this pentacle here as well. It's like a separate energy. It's something that needs to be nurtured and looked after and helped to grow into something else. And so this person here, Leo, is kind of questioning, or this is their challenge at this time. So they're in this place of not knowing whether to celebrate a reconciliation here, because you're not giving much away. They're also feeling in this place of, do I walk away and leave this? And another interesting factor with this card in this particular deck is the fact that Psyche here cannot actually see Eros. Although they're getting married, she can't actually see him because he's immortal and she is amortal. So it's not until later on when she actually gets to see him. But that kind of causes a whole lot of problems and issues as well. But here she's kind of walking blind, which kind of implies to me that at this time, Leo, this person, whoever this person is, if this is you, this Eros energy is your energy of kind of keeping things, like I was saying, hidden and under wraps. It's not that it's secrets, it's not that it's kind of things that you're, it doesn't feel like it's that kind of energy. It doesn't feel like a deceptive energy as such. It just feels like you're not fully open at this time. And this person here is aware of this. They are picking up on that energy. They know that you're not fully open to them at this time. And so they are questioning themselves as to whether they want to continue a relationship with somebody who's not completely there for them. And that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day here, Leo, is, you know, is this person really there for me? And at this time, it feels as though you're not, Leo. And that's, again, something that they're very aware of. We also have in their head the Ten of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Over the top of this Knight of Swords of yours. This energy of kind of keeping things, sorry, it came out reversed, of keeping things back, of not communicating your truth and your honesty here. Again, honesty isn't really the right word. It's not that you're being dishonest or not honest, it's just that you're not open and expressive and allowing yourself to fully trust this person, maybe. So in their head they've got the Ten of Pentacles, so, and the Eight of Cups as well. So it does feel as though there has been, at some point in time, this relationship was on track, possibly to achieve this, and this is what this person was hoping for, wanting, was this kind of energy of success, of basically being long-term, like a long-term energy, an energy of knowing that there's stability there, there's security there, possibly even wanting family or a feeling of family. But this is the energy that that it created, it feels like, this Eight of Cups. Or again, this could be the energy that they are feeling they're going to have to do. They're going to have to leave this behind. They're going to have to walk away from this. They're going to have to go down into the depths of their emotions, because this kind of represents the underworld as well. The underworld being the subconscious realm here as well. This card that you've got with this moon energy going down into their subconscious. They're seeking answers, but they're seeking their answers from themselves. Their own story, their own emotions. Letting something go. And it feels like they realise that they have to completely let it go. Totally let it go. That there's no halfway, there's no in between. It's kind of like it's time to just walk away. But it's not something that they want to particularly do. Again, it's very dark here. It's very kind of, you know, the energies are quite low. Whereas this card is much more full of light and brightness and a much happier scene. Whereas this is much more, it's a sorrowful, sad card. And they are aware of kind of how difficult it's going to be for them in order to do that as well. But it does feel, Leo, as though they're kind of preparing themselves to do that, or getting ready to do that. Very much in their head, they're very much thinking about it. And the energy they've been working with is the King of Cups energy, the water, sensitive, intuitive, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We are in the Scorpio season as well. And this kind of relates to me as well, to that Scorpio energy, that going down into the underworld, which is very Scorpionic energy, the underworld ruled by Pluto. And the King of Cups over the top of the Knight of Wands here. It's like this person wants love. They want this. They want sensitivity from somebody. They want somebody who fully opens up to them. And when the King is upright, that's exactly what's there. Very loving, very sensitive. It could be that somebody has come into this person's life, Leo, who is very much like this. A caring, considerate, spiritual, open, sensitive soul. Somebody who isn't afraid of their emotions as well is how it's coming through. Somebody who's not afraid of their emotions or their intuition. And this person, like I was saying, they are getting ready to leave this situation, because the Page of Wands is about moving away from one situation and into something else, with a sense of kind of bringing that spark with them, lighting their own way. The sun is rising in the background here. It's like a new day is dawning. Page again, young energy. But there's also a sense here that this person they kind of know that they have to stop putting their energy into this. Because it's interesting, because you've got the Knight and they've got the Page. And so this is a younger version of this one. So this is a kind of more immature energy in a way. But it feels like this person knows that they have to stop feeding this energy, your energy. They need to leave that behind, Leo. And interestingly as well, if you put the cards as they came out, as I'm looking at them, then this page is actually moving forward towards this energy here. If you put it around the other way, he's kind of leaving that situation. But that's how it's coming out for me, is that this page wants to move away from this. Because it's not emotional for them. There isn't enough emotional security or understanding or connection even. That's what's coming through at this time, is that this person is wanting to leap away. Okay. And over the top of the Six of Pentacles, they have the Six of Cups in their subconscious. So the Six of Cups implies a situation of melancholy, of coming from a place of realizing that the past is the past, you can't change it, you can only change the future, which is why she's kind of focusing on this one cup here, which makes the 6 cups. Also for me kind of relates to the one single ace cup here as well, which we take with us into all our relationships, all our emotional relationships. So this is kind of all the baggage down here. It can also relate to situations here as well. Just how it's coming through for me here. In the sense of this person realizes that they could have done things better maybe. They could have dealt with this in a different way. Maybe they were immature about things. It's that kind of looking into this reflection here, reflecting on this energy and kind of saying, you know, oh, if I'd have done this, would it have happened? Something else would have happened. It could have been like this rather than like that. But it's also kind of realization that you can't change that. You can't change the past. You can only move forward. And that's basically what this Page of Wands is saying here, and what this person has kind of come to realize for themselves, is that you can only move forward. You can't go back and relive and change that past energy. And we have the Two of Cups moving in, which is that initial energy, that initial attraction. And we also have the Ten of Cups with it as well. Which has come out over the top of your moon energy here as well. Along with the King of Pentacles, but the King of Pentacles is in reverse. And the Tens are finality cards as well. They're kind of an ending of things. They're reaching a conclusion about something, coming to terms with something. And it feels like this person is coming to terms with the fact that that security isn't where they're going to find it, isn't with you, Leo. They're not going to find it with you. but they might still want it, but it's not something that is that's going to be easily achieved. And the King of Pentacles, when he's in reverse as well, he's very selfish, he's very kind of self-orientated, he's focused on himself, he doesn't want to share with others. He doesn't want to bring others into his environment. He's very much like, this is mine and I need to contain this at this time. So you could also be dealing with a earth energy here, Leo. You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Virgo and a Capricorn, which has come out a few times. But that's how it's coming across for me here, that this person, there may even be somebody else kind of coming through for them, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to do anything about it, because this Ten of Cups in reverse as well is kind of saying that they may not be looking for anything at this time. They may still be very much in their own place, in their own working with their own sense of security. Like they're not trusting anybody else to bring them that sense of security. Like they've done that, they went there, they tried that, and they may have well have done it more than once as well. Because this can also be about repeating patterns, this Eight of Cups. As can the Six of Cups as well. His realization that that's what's going on, is repeating the pattern. And so that may be what this person is kind of coming to realize, Leo, is that, you know, they meet somebody and then this is what they're hoping for, this is what they're wanting, but this is what happens instead, is that they just get disappointed, or that this person who they thought was somebody else turns out to be, you know, this energy here of not really showing who they actually are. Or that they get lulled into this kind of false sense of security as well, that kind of then kind of feels like it kind of smacks them on the side of the head and wakes them up and says, look, you know, that's not the reality. That's not the reality. Look at the reality here. So it feels like this person is much more inclined at this time, Leo, to walk away and try and find their security for themselves at this time, rather than relying on anybody else. So I'm going to pull an Abraham Hicks card for you here. Abraham is an entity, an energy that is channeled by Esther Hicks. You may want to check out the channels. There's plenty of information out there on Abraham Hicks or Abraham and Esther Hicks. All about the law of attraction and why we attract what we attract, why we manifest the way that we manifest, beliefs about ourselves, conditioning, where it all comes from. We've got two cards that have come, oh, three cards that have come out for you here. Okay. So Leo, I am rediscovering the art of allowing my natural well-being is the first one, which says we call this discipline the art of allowing. It is the art of allowing the well-being, which makes up every particle of that which you are and that which you come from, to continue to flow through you as you continue to be. So, oops, very, very glary. Very glary. Yeah, that's slightly better. Hold it there. Well-being. Allowing yourself to feel good, really, is what it's kind of saying, which is easier said than done. But it's kind of looking for that energy that makes you feel good, that you allow yourself to feel good. You allow yourself, you say to yourself, you know, I allow myself to have this feeling, which is going to make me feel better. Which will then kind of, the more you focus on that feeling, the more it will generate right the way through your whole body, through all your system, and outward into your environment as well. And its next one is, my desires and beliefs are only thoughts. My desires and beliefs are only thoughts. Again, very glary. Your desires and beliefs are just thoughts. Ask and it is given. You ask through your attention, through your wanting, through your desire. That is the asking. Whether you desire it to happen or you desire it not to happen, you are asking. And that's kind of this energy here, this queen, as I was saying, she is kind of the law of attraction energy, but when she's in reverse, she's attracting what she doesn't want rather than attracting what she does want here, Leo. So that's kind of what it's saying is, you know, focus on what you do want. Don't focus on what you don't want, because you will still attract that as well. And lastly, first I reach for joy and all else follows. I'm trying to get it close. There we go. Slightly better. And once you consciously identify your current state of emotion, it becomes easier for you to understand whether you are choosing thoughts that move you closer to your desired destination or farther from your desired destination. If you will make the improved feeling or emotion your real destination, then anything and everything that you want will quickly follow. So it's kind of saying the same thing as well. It's kind of all saying, you know, focus on your desire, focus on what gives you joy, focus on what's going to make you feel good, your well-being, your happiness. Don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. In order to get that feeling of being grateful for what you've got and what you've achieved so far. That's slightly better. So I'll just show you quickly. I don't think I showed you this one. Again, it's a bit glaring. And lastly, this one. So that's where I'm going to finish. No, it's not actually. Not where I'm going to finish your reading. I'm actually going to pull you a angel guide oracle as well. Almost forgot. So let's see, Leo, what the angel guides would like to say to you at this time. For you and the person that you have an energetic connection with, Leo, we have vulnerability and freedom, which is interesting because that's definitely something I'm feeling you're not allowing yourself, is that vulnerability. So vulnerability and freedom That star there, it's kind of reminding me of this card here, in fact, with this sword. Even the kind of way that's being held up there as well is very interesting, because this is what I was talking about, of you not being honest about things. Okay. So angels are with you now to boost your confidence, because they can see how harsh some of the experiences you have endured have been. They want you to know that vulnerability gives you the chance to find strength that will bring you freedom. To move into that freedom, your angel guide is encouraging you to take some time today to connect with the parts of yourself that you love and admire. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse but a gift. And that's this King of Cups energy here as well. This is what this other person is looking for. This vulnerability, this sensitivity. And at this time, Leo, you're certainly not viewing it that way. You are an emotionally connected soul, and although recent waves of emotion may have overwhelmed you, those emotions are great reminders of how much you care about living truthfully and in a positive way. So take some time now to value the traits and quirks that make you the unique person you are. That will allow the world to visualize them too. Or sorry, to value them too. And the extended message here is, it isn't always easy to put yourself out there, but you are being encouraged to do so now. Drop the shields and barriers that you have put up. Where are we? Your shields and your barriers. Because these walls are preventing the world from seeing your light. Your angel guide is reminding you that you don't need to protect yourself, because God can do that for you. Whenever you feel vulnerable or unsafe, old habits and patterns will want to kick in. But call in the light of God and surrender your need to protect yourself. Again, you can change the word God to universe or source energy, however it resonates with you. When you give angels permission to come in and help you, they will. They will guide you toward freedom, joy, and your highest good. So those are the messages for you there, Leo, which I think is a confirmation of the rest of the reading in many ways. You need to kind of allow yourself this sensitivity and to open up to who you truly are and express who you are as well, Leo, which isn't always easy, I do know. So on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Please, if you have got anything from this reading, hopefully it has helped you somehow. Maybe you have learned something from it as well. Could you please like it up for me? The more thumbs I get, the more it gets to be put out into the bigger YouTube world, and it gets picked up. And I'm trying to grow my channel, and it really helps other people come back to my channel, especially if my videos get recommended on other people's channels as well. It's all about the YouTube algorithms. The more thumbs a video gets, the more notice it gets picked up by these algorithms that will kind of take it out further, shall we say, into the whole computer kind of generated world of YouTube. So also thank you very much to those of you who have liked my videos. Thank you very much to those of you who have subscribed to my videos, particularly lately. I really do appreciate it, and thank you. It's really nice to have you here. Also, for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please could you also do so. There is a subscribe button on my video, and it will take you to a notification where a little bell comes up. You can then decide whether or not you want to get the notifications as and when I put my videos out. I do all the full moon, new moon, tarot readings, as well as the astrology for both of them as well. do all of the astrology signs, and I also do, if there's a major event happening in the skies, I will try and cover that as well. We have got a Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, the third and last of this year, coming up on the 12th, so I am going to try and cover that, although I am also trying to do my astrology, and I'm also going to have to do my new moon reading, which is coming up soon as well. So quite a lot to cram in at this time, so I might have to kind of stop doing the zodiac videos for a while so I can focus actually on the other stuff as well. But yeah, so also, like I was saying, playlists, and if you want to share, if you want to comment, then please do. I really do appreciate all of it. And please, Leo, take really good care of yourselves at this time, and also take really good care of anybody else around you that you can. Hopefully see you soon.